Donald John Trump, the 45th President of the United States of America, born on the 14th of June, 1946, and raised in Jamaica, Queens, New York City.
He is the leader of the Republican Party and was elected president on 20th January 2017. How? We have no clue.
His words of wisdom include, "I will build a great wall, and nobody builds walls better than me. Believe me, and I'll build them very inexpensively. I will build a great wall on our southern border, and I will make Mexico pay for that wall. Mark my words."
One of a kind, right? We just had to make a documentary about him. We included a compilation of clips which shows some of his most interesting speeches and interviews with his supporters.
We will be showing this compilation to some students at MEC. Their reactions will be recorded, followed by a Q&A session to find out their opinions on his presidency, as well as the impact it may have and how the interviewees think he gained the support that he has. If you were to describe all his supporters in one word, what would it be?
Downright retarded. Downright retarded. Downright retarded.
I like that. And back to sort of his supporters, what do you think this tells us about what's happening to society and, what their beliefs? Because obviously we saw from the clip that quite a few of them are against what sort of the last, president in America has been building up, sort of, with the whole same-sex marriage and that, and you can obviously tell that they're against a lot of stuff. So what do you think that tells us?
Well, for so many people are afraid of this, I'm guessing they're just getting more and more sensitive about this topic, because most of the problems he brings is up, you can't say our new problems. They've been around for ages, and all of a sudden they're really afraid of it, and this one powerful guy wants to do something about it. But this doesn't exactly give his supporters any legitimacy to feel that way, because all of a sudden this fear that they have is irrational, because nothing in particular has really been shocking if you look at through world history. So, if that makes any sense.
Yeah. And can you possibly do an impression of Donald Trump?
Yes. Maybe not now. Maybe. Wait.
Take your time.
What does he say?
Stream betting. I'll build a wall. China. Mexicans.
China. I just know he does those lips and when he goes, China. We have a problem. China. with his finger, in his hand. I don't watch enough of him to know.
Okay.
You seem to have been in favor of the way in which Trump dealt with his heckler. Do you think this is appropriate behavior for President Biden?
Yeah, I think it was perfectly good behavior, because personally I think that was a great show of courage and determination and strength. And I think that type of personality is what we need to lead the United States of America in this potentially unstable world that we live in today.
What do you predict could happen in the near future with him as president?
Well, I guess he's promised a lot of things already, and he's doing quite well to take care of these things. And so, for one example, he's going to enforce and promote the stoppage of illegal migrants just streaming into America from Mexico. And I think what he does is good for the American people. And also he's going to, repeal Obamacare, and I think that's debatable. But I think people in America should be allowed to have the freedom to choose whether they want healthcare or not. And also, he promises to bring back jobs to the USA, and he has done that. For example, in that incident where he forced some company to give 500 jobs back to the USA.
Did you think he would win the election?
I did not actually think he would win the election. I mean, I knew it would be kind of close, but I actually thought Hillary Clinton would win.
Right, and you're American, right?
Yeah.
So did your parents vote?
Yeah, both of them voted for Clinton.
Okay, so was it like a huge disappointment when he won? Surprise. So why do you think he won the election?
Well, one of my great uncles, he said that the reason he voted was because of Trump's standpoint on medical care, I believe. And he thought Obamacare didn't benefit him, so what Trump was saying was, I'll fix that for you. So for him, it would be beneficial. So I think some people, they are either agree with the way Trump views Muslims and gay people and all that, or they think that what he's suggesting will benefit him.
Right. What do you predict could happen in the near future with this president, both in the U.S. and internationally?
Well, I'm hoping he gets impeached. But I think countries' tensions will start to rise. I wouldn't be surprised if it started a war. I think just hate and discrimination crimes will rise a lot, because it has ever since he's been elected. So many more people are thinking it's okay to be racist and to just be cruel to other people.
Okay, hi Mr. Andrea. So we have a couple questions to ask you about the new president-elect in the USA. So the first question is, what is your impression of Donald Trump as a person?
Well, I think as a person, he's a good person, but I think as a leader, he's not quite a good leader. These are my own feelings anymore.
So how do you think he gained so much support?
I might be wrong, but these are my own personal views. I think Donald Trump represents the Americans behind closed doors, which means that what he says in public are things that the Americans actually believe in, but they wouldn't say it in public. So I think he's got the support of Americans because they think he's a president for Americans and not a president for the world.
Okay. So our first question is, what is your impression of him as a person and as a leader?
Person as a leader. I wouldn't trust him because he's a politician, because I hate all politicians to start with. But at least he has been in business, which most politicians haven't done. So at least he's gone bankrupt, he's employed people. So he's in the business world rather than being in the government political world. So I think he's probably a good start.
Okay. The next question is, how do you think he gained so much support?
I think people in America are just frustrated. They sense something's wrong. And if they elected the other side, which was Hillary Clinton's lot, then it would just be the same. So this was their chance to get something different. And whether it's going to work or not, I don't know if it's going to be something different.
What do you think this overwhelming support tells us about sort of society, especially in the U.S.?
Something's broken. Something's not working. There's huge inequality, so money's been taken off the middle class and put into the elite. So most people can't articulate it and work out what's wrong. They just know something's wrong. So they see Trump as being their savior, which he won't be. America has to go broke at some stage. So they're under so much debt. They sense that something is wrong. Their wages are going down and there's less good jobs around. And they can't put it into words, but they know that something's wrong. So they see him as a solution.
What does this overwhelming support tell us about sort of society in America and as a whole?
Well, I'm normally I'm not very positive when I speak about American society, and that's my prejudice, I suppose. But I think that Americans are what we call over the top most of the time. Everything for them must be bigger and better, and they tend to turn everything into a show, into entertainment, as I said before, into a circus. And this is what they do with the presidential elections. I mean, it's ridiculous. It runs for so long. They spend so much money. They could have built so many hospitals and schools and they could have done a lot of social improvement with that kind of money. I mean, in Britain, it doesn't take that long. I think it takes a couple of weeks, then it's all over. And everywhere else too. And so I don't know, I just get a sense of we are different, and we want to show the world that we are different, and of course the best. And I think in the end they just cut off their noses to spite their faces.
Okay, and the last question is, do you think that his presidency has any sort of real relevance or sort of effect on, us here and in the world overall?
Oh yes. If he's going to do stupid things, it's going to affect the world economy. If he's going to do stupid things, it's going to cause World War III. If he's going to do stupid things and he doesn't believe in global warming, for example, then we are in trouble. Because, like it or not, America is the leader of the free world. And a lot of what they do and a lot of what they produce and a lot of how they tend to run things affect the rest of the world. And that is the unfortunate thing.
Thank you for your time.
You're welcome.
Thank you for your time.
You are welcome. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you for your time.
You're welcome.
Thank you for the interview. Thank you.
Okay, thank you for your time.